Okay. You say the hi, guys.
Hi guys!
You say it properly. Hi guys, this is Kits.
This is Kel.
Welcome to our channel, Kits and Kel.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Kits and Kel. Boom!
And we finally have Mr. Kelvin Oscar here. And in line with the Valentine's Day, we would like to answer some questions that are commonly thrown to us.
Yeah.
But we would also like to properly introduce ourselves. Again, my name is KnK, but my close friends would call me Kits. And as you can hear from my accent, I am a Filipina. And
I am Kelvin. I am the Kel on the Kits and Kel. So, if you notice, my accent is from Indonesia.
I can't tell if you're from Indonesia or from which country.
And that's why I'm trying. That's why I'm telling you guys now. I'm from Indonesia.
Yeah. So another thing is why Kits and Kel? Kits and Kel because when I was looking for a YouTube channel, is it name? YouTube channel
Yeah.
name. I feel that Kiss and Tell is quite known to a lot of people. Like, you know, you're a Kiss and Tell.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. So Kits and Kel is kind of easy to remember. Like Kiss and Tell, Kits and Kel. It sounds the same.
Yeah. Not bad.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna answer some questions with regards to the relationship, and we'll try to answer it as honestly as possible.
As honest as possible.
As honest as possible. Oh my gosh, English. Should
This
we
is
just
tough.
speak in Bahasa and just speak in Filipino?
We won't connect.
We won't connect. Okay, I got it. Okay, so do you want to read the first one? Oh, this one.
The first question. Oh no.
We had
This
the first three
right.
already.
So I guess the next question is how did you
Oh, actually,
meet up?
we didn't tell them what's this video about. This is like get to know us.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that it's gonna be
No.
like a proper introduction? I did say that, but the entire video would be like getting to know us and getting to know the relationship.
Yeah.
If you have watched my second video, I actually talked about us having a very wide age gap, which is about 8 to 9 years. So yeah, so we want to answer some questions together. Okay.
Let's get to it. How did we meet up? This is very easy.
Yeah,
It was
really.
in Bible school. Surprise, you know, both of us were Bible geek, but not so much
Not so
anymore
much.
now.
Even if you ask
have
you to like what is it, that memorize something now or spill something now about Bible verses, I won't be able to say
But-
that. That's not good. Okay,
Yeah.
our leader might be watching this.
We have to get better at reading the
Yeah.
Bible. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but it was in Bible school. We were in the same team.
Yes,
It was
we
really
were.
fun. Aside from learning about God, we learned about each other.
No, we didn't learn about God. That's why we
Of course,
actually
that's the
graduate,
entire
right?
thing. You know why we joined in about the Bible study in the first place. But
Yeah, but that wasn't our purpose in going to Bible
Yeah.
school. We were there to really learn the Word of God. It just so happens that he got attracted to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically
Did
it.
you just admit that you were the one who got attracted?
And of course, I mean, guys will make the first move.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, guys should do that. Okay, so let me read the. Oh, this is the next question.
Yeah,
Was
next
there
question.
attraction right away, even with the age gap? You first.
I think this was a bit tough because the tendency if you have a wide age gap and you connect, I felt the connection in the first place when I first talked to Kite. But then it was more like I was addressing her as my sister, my
Yeah,
older
yeah,
sister.
sure,
So
yeah.
naturally, if you're attracted to someone older, it will become more of like, for us in this case, is sister brother kind of
Right,
relationship. But then as you explore further and the relationship, not just be in a relationship, but more like that friendship moves on to the next level, that's when you start realizing, you know what, I think this might work more than just friend.
Yeah. So to answer the question blatantly, is that the right word to say it?
Yeah.
I wasn't really attracted to you at first because I knew that all my teammates were very young, so I'm not really attracted to really, really young men. My previous boyfriends, they were like 1 year or younger than I am, but this one I know it was 8, 9 years older. But then when I get to meet Kelvin, not meet, but get to know Kelvin better, I really see the leadership in him. And yeah, so I think that's what drawn me to him, his love for God and the leadership, and he's able to, I know that he will be able to lead me in the relationship, which is very, very important. Despite of the age, whether you're young or old, I think leading a relationship is something very important.
Yeah. On to the next. The best thing you like about each other. Oh, this is very easy. She's so funny.
Am I?
I mean, she's funny in a sweet way, in a loving way. Every day I spend time with Ita is just so much laughter, so much fun. Even I still remember when we were still dating. It was just a fun-filled day whenever we dated. I still remembered when we were in a park, just strolling, just exploring Singapore. Yeah, she's fun to be with.
What was the question? The best thing about you.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned this a lot of times, even in my first video, I think, or when people ask me, I'm really attracted or drawn to a person who is close to God. One thing is that I tend to wiggle a bit in my faith in God, and I really think that having a guy who is very strong in his relationship with God is something that I am really attracted to, or something that I like about a man. But apart from that, you can see he's gorgeous. Patronize your own. Yeah. So the next question would be,
Next, your turn.
what's the biggest challenge dating or marrying an older woman? This is for you, or okay.
Yeah.
For me, a younger man. Again, I have discussed this in my second video. If you haven't watched it, please do. Self-promoting. Yeah, but then the hardest would definitely be, I think, not really apart from the age gap. I think I would say multicultural
differences that we have.
Yeah. Because again, I'm a Filipina, he's Indonesian, and last time I remember when we were first dating, because we had this certain language barrier. I mean, his English is really good, but
It was bad.
it was really good. But I feel that if English is not your first language, it'll be hard for you to express what you really wanna say or what you feel. So that was pretty hard. I'm like, what are you trying to say? So I get offended most of the time because he meant well, but for me, it meant like...
It didn't land well.
Yeah, it didn't land well for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? But actually, he meant well. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we worked it out. Right now, even if he speaks Bahasa, I think I would understand how he feels and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, definitely, aside from the cultural differences, because all of us were brought in a different way, and when you get into this new environment, where you have to adapt and meet halfway, of
Yeah.
course, it takes you to compromise to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's more in like me learning Kita's way, and of course, it reciprocates to me as well, that she's learning my way. But all in all, it was we had our fair share of challenges.
Yeah.
But I never focus on the challenges. I always focus on the positive things, the good things that we have in our relationship, and every challenge, as long as we just stick together, no matter whether it's ups and downs, I'm still having fun,
Well, you have to have,
Yeah.
you have to choose to have fun for the rest of your life.
Of course,
because
yeah.
we vow to be
Yeah, because
together.
this is a lifetime thing. It's not an easy decision to do, but once you are at it, once you are committed to it, and you make it work, you have for me, I have life filled with joy and blessings, and it's just every day you're excited to wake up every morning and to meet my wife and to just have fun.
Yeah. And actually, I'm 39 right now, so I will just have 40 years to go.
Yeah.
So
40 years?
40 plus, if we can have like 80 years of lifespan in this world.
I mean, it could be 100 years too. We never know.
Okay, let's aim for 100.
Yeah,
I
amen.
think 100 is good.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, would you want to read that?
How did you know that she or he is the one?
This is a tough one. Yeah,
Mhm.
this is a tough
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
You go first.
Okay, so there was a pastor last time who told us that there's really no such thing as the one.
Yeah.
The moment you choose that person to marry, then you made that person the one.
Correct.
Yeah, so I can say that I felt that it was really you that I want to marry or spend my life with when I started praying for him. I think that's very important that your plans are aligned. Because you can imagine, we have a 9-year age gap, and definitely our plans are not aligned. But for whatever reason, when we decide to get married, it all just went, like, okay. So I have the same vision as you have the same vision as mine. Then I think it's good. And the peace of God was there. That's very important for us. I mean, I'm sorry if I keep mentioning God here, but He is a very big... part of where we are right now as a couple, as a married couple. Yeah.
For me, exactly the same thing. That's why we got married, because we were the same vision.
We have the same answers for this question, I guess.
Because when even continuing on that thought, because when that pastor shared with us, when whoever says "I do" to you, is God will enable that person to become your better half, because no matter
He will give you the grace,
right. No matter if you're marrying your dream man, dream woman, the honeymoon period is just 1 or 2 years, but
true.
the real challenge is when you get into day-to-day challenges, especially when there's financial talks, family talks, having kids talk. So those are very tough conversations, but the thing is that God is the one who's going to give you the grace. So like what Kita mentioned, God has been a big part of our lives. Without Him, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Right. Cool. The next one would be...
Would you encourage someone to date another someone who has a wide age gap?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to form the questions, right? But you know what we mean, right? We encourage someone to date like us.
Another person who has a wide age gap. I feel it's not for everyone, for sure.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. You have to know your preference in life, the things that you can or cannot compromise. But ultimately, you have to think about, if you were to spend your entire life with this person, are you okay to do it? For me, it was very easy. I would love to spend the rest of my life with KnK. So, no, this is not BS. But you have to ask that question, because not just thinking about the honeymoon period again, or all the fun stuff, but it comes with a package, right? When I married KnK, I married her entire family. And she married me, she married my entire family. So there's give and take for that. So for us, for me, what I did was, definitely you have to be open to your parents.
Right.
You have to... I was pretty close back then when we were dating to KnK's mom also. So you gotta make that connection. You gotta see for yourself whether this is something for you.
Yeah. So I think to add to that, it's very important that you guys are friends first before you actually enter into that relationship, because you have to know the person really, really well. But would I encourage it? Again, like what Kelvin said, it'll take a very special grace for you to be able to be in this kind of relationship. So it has something, it's something that you need to pray about. It's something that you need to actually think about, because again, we dated for 5 years, and in that 5 years, it was pretty hard, because we have to really compromise in such a lot of things, consider the feelings of the people around us. So again, the question if would I encourage it? I can't tell.
Yeah,
I really
it
can't tell.
depends.
It
It
really
depends.
depends.
Yeah.
If you tell me your story, then I'd be able to advise
Yeah,
you.
it's
But just by
case by
generally
case basis.
saying it, yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So next question, I think this is the last one, love.
Yeah.
So what can you advise couples with the same setup like you? Meaning to say they are already together, maybe dating or maybe not married yet.
I would say you have to be open, be transparent, honest to one another.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy. Because our relationship is built on trust, right? There are times that even for me, I'm still work in progress. There are things in life that I thought, never thought that I should have shared this with Kita in the first place. But because this is my better half, this is my my wife already, so we're one. So I can share anything with her, even my needs, my wants. So if you become more transparent to one another, then you kind of see if you are still dating, whether you want to take a step further for marriage, so you can roughly gauge. Or even if you don't agree for in a certain topic or whatever, then how much you want to compromise. And so that's kind of like how at least for me, I get the bearing where this relationship is and how can I make the most out of it.
Right. I think this is like somehow similar to the last question, the previous question, right? Advice if you are already in this relationship, I think you have to assess the maturity of the relationship.
Yeah.
You have to talk about what are your plans if you are still dating. Are you actually heading to marriage, or there are still some things that you really want to work out in the relationship or individually, because that's very, very important.
Like to Kita's point, just make sure that you consider not just for the short run all the happy times, but think about the long run. Consider the implications, or not. Okay, implication might be might have negative connotation, but consider the life that you're gonna have for, like Kita mentioned, to 60 years old, 70 years old. Can you grow old? Do you look forward to growing old with the person?
Yeah. I wanted to say something that is really, really meaningful, but then I lost it. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That happens.
That happens, yeah. I mean, hopefully not in relationships, yeah. But you lost your train of thoughts.
That's Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. Oh no! I speak against Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's all.
Yeah.
If there's anything else that we want to say is that just love one another, and trust is really an important thing. I have issues with trust, and I have issues with a lot of things as an older woman, having a young husband, but you have to really deal with it within yourself, because it won't just affect your growth as a person, but it will affect the growth of your relationship. Yeah, so anything else you want to say? It's gonna be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Our date is gonna be a school tour, right?
Yeah, so we're in a different stage right now.
Right.
But I mean, Valentine's Day was amazing.
Yeah.
I still remember Kita treated me to a gastronomical fine dining.
That's because I was still earning a lot of money that time. Now I'm.
No, but yeah, do something special.
Yeah.
With
Say
your
to that
loved one.
person that you love him or her, and I think.
Yeah, I think for verbalizing it every day.
Not just verbalizing it, but really showing it. Like you always show that you love me in actions and stuff, and apart from verbalizing it,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So that's really, really important.
Yeah,
to
not just talk, action also.
Right. So I think that's all for this particular episode, and we thank you for just tuning in and listening to us, even if sometimes we're out of line or we're disorganized.
Right.
Yeah, but we kind of like spontaneous discussion and stuff. So yeah, thank you for bearing with us, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.